What's the deal with your boy Love on the Hate One in the building with your boy Monty Brown TV back at y'all with another radio call. As I always say, don't be a hater. If you feel like somebody should support and subscribe. And another thing, make sure you subscribe to my regular video page. It's called Love or Hate, Fighting and Drama. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got your boy Monty Brown in the building. Y'all know how I'm doing, man. I hope y'all having a blessed, beautiful day, man. Love your family, kiss your wife, hug your kids. You know, stay peaceful and positive. And listen to this fire, man. My new love one about to drop. Subscribe to both chapters.
Please do that. Subscribe to Monty Brown TV, your boy Love on the Hate One, and Love or Hate, Fighting and Drama. Let's get into it. All right, Monty, what do you think about this shit, man? Floyd Mayweather claiming that he can turn, not him claiming that he could turn Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford into pay-per-view stars, but basically the people saying that. Do
You know
you?
what? And I'm keeping real with you, my G. I honestly believe Floyd Money Mayweather right now today in this day and age can make Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence Jr. bigger stars than what they are at the moment. You know, like I said, there are two great fighters with great talent, you know, with great skill, and they want to be big because they whooping ass and taking names later. But at the end of the day, to become a mega superstar, to become that pound for pound pay-per-view superstar, you gotta have a mouthpiece and you gotta create drama some type of way. And nothing like don't nobody create drama like Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? I feel like he got Javante Tank Davis and how he got Tank Davis as a big superstar now. Everybody looking at Tank Davis, put him in position to win.
Right.
But not only that, he creates drama. Like when Tank Davis was over in the UK going up against the Wash brothers, you know, he was fighting Lamb Wash. But Mayweather got into it with the brothers and created so much drama over there. They created a whole different crowd on top of the crowd that was there. You know what I mean? So it made people want to watch that much more.
Right.
Then he got into it with Harry Davis, a fighter that wasn't even on the court, but he still was a UK fighter. And it created so much drama and it made people want to watch. Then he said some things about Anthony Joshua.
He made me want to watch the Wash fight. He made me want to watch the Wash fight.
Exactly, bro. And then, you know, they were trying to compare Anthony Joshua to him while he was over there. And he said some things about Anthony Joshua that created a ripple through the UK. And he had a photo shoot with Anthony Joshua that made everything that much more bigger and made people come out. Now, with that being said, just think about if Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence is on this side while all those things are happening. You have fans and fighters that don't even know you that's getting to know you. Not that they don't know you, but not like that.
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? And that's what Mayweather can do for you. I know a lot of people want to hate and say, oh, Mayweather, he's out the game, and Earl Spence can beat him in Terrence Crawford. They want to put him against him.
And that's the easy thing to do.
Yeah, it's easy to put somebody against somebody. It's about letting Mayweather be a promoter and do his job by making great fighters like Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence that much more bigger. Just think about when Earl Spence fought Kell Brooks. Now, I mean, just think about if Mayweather was at the press conference when everything was heated like that. It would have been even more heated, but it would have been way more people there. You know what I mean? Just because Mayweather's name, and they would have been saying, "Oh my God, this Mayweather fighter." And even though a lot of people want to see Earl Spence win, it would have been a lot of people that want to see him lose to try to hurt Mayweather. But at the end of the day, if he would have put on that performance that he put on, it would have made him that much more bigger. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. Earl Spence is one hell of a kid, man. You know he's my number one fighter in the game. Terrence Crawford, my number one fighter in the game. And they doing their thing, man. And they want to be big fighters. But to be that pay-per-view star that they want to be, they got to talk a little bit more, which, you know, they don't talk that much.
Exactly.
You know? So it's like they can talk some shit if you talk some shit to them. But they laid back killers, man. They laid back killers. And they won't talk and bark at you unless you bark at them. But in their head, they want to destroy you in that ring because that's what they do best. But just think about if you have somebody working outside of the ring for you while you have the business inside of the ring. You know what I mean? That's just an extra, that's icing on the cake for you. You know what I mean? Whether people like it or hate it. You know what I mean? It's just up to you to roll with the punches and understand what's going on and let it play out how it's supposed to be. And you stand focused and whooping ass while your promoter, Floyd Mayweather, creating all the drama and you the center of the drama. But at the end of the day, you still having the business, and that makes you that much more bigger. You know what I mean?
I mean, I totally agree with you. But my thing is this, Monty. You know what I came to like perspective when it comes down to boxing, and this is a fact. I really feel like a lot of people they glorify the bad guy. Like
Facts.
Floyd Mayweather, the bad guy. Adrian Broner plays the bad guy role, and even though people hate on him, they make the most draws and whatever. And you got Errol Spence. Is people ducking Errol Spence clearly, and not only that, Errol Spence, he's a good guy. So
I wish I can't knock it.
yeah, and I can't knock it neither. But I feel like Errol Spence is a good guy to a certain extent because he's the most ducked right now in the welterweight division. So
Right.
with that by himself, that's kind of a bad boy role. Only thing he's missing is the talking. And I feel like if he jump on Mayweather's team, well, not I don't want to just say it like that because that kind of sounds harsh. But
Right.
yeah, but you know what I mean, man.
Right.
If
Saying,
Mayweather,
yeah, like let Mayweather take him, like not just on Mayweather team before, just let Mayweather promote you. It's not like Earl Spence running to Mayweather like I
exactly,
need him.
yeah, exactly,
It's business at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's business.
facts. And the thing about it is, I was just gonna say, and Terrence Crawford, yeah, I really do think if Terrence Crawford, if he joins Mayweather or the Mayweather team, whatever, that could enhance his stats or whatever. But my thing is this, man, this is like kind of a crossroads for me. It's like a pay-per-view star though. It's like the you really think that Floyd Mayweather could make Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford a pay-per-view star though?
Yes, and I said it because of this. Mayweather have all the chess pieces to move. You know what I mean? Because he already the checkmated the game.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mayweather
But
checkmated
he
the
but he,
game
but he
for
don't
him.
have no pay-per-view fighters yet though, money. That's
But
my only
but but
thing.
but listen to this. Of course, but he's going to build them. Devontae Davis will be one. That's why I say you got different fighters in Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. Those fighters are at the top of their game at the moment. You know what I mean?
That's
They
facts.
are 147 division. They are the division.
Facts.
So now, when you look at Javante Davis, we know um, Lomachenko at 130. And I'm going to keep it real. Lomachenko, we can say Lomachenko is the number one fighter at 130. You know what I mean? But when you look at the 147-pound division, Terrence Crawford, Earl Smith are the number one fighters there. You know, we know Mayweather got the ties to Showtime. Easy got the ties to Showtime.
Of
So it's
course.
nothing for him. It's nothing for him
The
to get a
connects and
Showtime pay
everything.
per view.
Yeah, the connects. Yep.
Exactly. So it's nothing for him to get a Showtime pay per view date. You know what I mean? And on top of that, build the fight. Just think right now, if Earl Spence was the Mayweather fighter and Earl Spence telling Mayweather he won't Keith Thurman, just think of all the shit Mayweather can talk about Keith Thurman to get Keith Thurman in the ring. Now I mean, people will be listening to that shit. That shit will be fire. Fire. You know
I'm
what
a
I'm saying?
I'm a
And I believe
no.
I believe Mayweather can make that fight happen at 18. I believe Mayweather can promote that fight up to make people outside
Listen.
of America want to look at it.
This is how I know you are right, Monty. And I agree with you 1,000%. Because even when Adrian Broner, and we all know Adrian Broner is a big name, but when Adrian Broner faced what's the boy name? Fucking you know what when
As the third thing,
yeah yeah exactly when he faced Therapine, I didn't give a fuck about that fight, even though Adrian Broner was on the card. But the fact that Mayweather was promoting Therapine like that, I'm like, okay, I want to see this shit now. I want to see
yeah,
can Adrian Broner beat Mayweather's fighter, and that's
right,
what made that fight so much interesting. So
right, bro.
to that extent, I agree with you. But at the end of the day, I was just like, the only way I can see Mayweather really turning Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford into that super duper pay per view star is if he Mayweather would probably have to sign down there everybody then.
No, no, not exactly. Because you got to think about this, little one. Mayweather was smart enough to know that you have to fight countries. You know what I mean? Now, at 147, you will have to look around to see what countries are big and that's standing behind their fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like the UK with Kell Brooks, that would have been mega. But like, just think if Mayweather was promoting that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kell Brooks versus Earl Spence over in the UK. Even if it's in the UK, it would have had way more eyes than it had. You know what I'm saying? Because of
Oh,
Mayweather.
of course, of
So
course.
that fight would have did more numbers. You get what I mean?
If May
Now, like
if Mayweather would promoted it, if Mayweather,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. Way
Now
more
just think
numbers.
about this. Mayweather pay per view. Just think about this one. When Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, right, on pay per view, you see how many numbers they did? Mayweather could have brought Earl Spence as a co-main event instead of Buddha Jack. You know, Buddha would have been on the card. Don't get me wrong.
And that would
Buddha
have
would
been
have
pay
been
per
on the
view.
card. But he would have been, co-main event Earl Spence and some type of big name on
I
there.
agree. You're right, Monty.
People would have been,
You're right.
would have been looking at him.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got Terrence Crawford on the card. Like Mayweather is so smart, bro. He know how to monopolize the game, and he understands. Mayweather, look, he don't just travel the world to travel the world, bro. Mayweather travel the world because he is a fucking icon. He getting paid to travel the world. But just think about him taking these fighters, promoting fights overseas, promoting your fighter over here. Just getting them in tune with other countries so other countries can know who they are because you with Mayweather. Now people will be like, "Oh man, this because it's only Mayweather." Like people gonna say that this interview. I know they are, and they gonna
Of
say, "Man,
course.
Mayweather can't do this, he can't do that." But you got to think outside. You know what I'm saying? Outside the box. Mayweather didn't monopolize the game just to monopolize the game. He's looking for that next superstar that he can put in his path, and he can promote the right way and get them in tune with other countries. Even though you got to make the right fights. But go ahead, Lomo.
You know, yeah, I was just gonna say, I really think it's no question that Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, that Floyd Mayweather can make them a superstar. But I
Because
really
it's
think
easy
it's
with
a
them,
big,
bro. But go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, I really think it's a big difference, Monty, when we talk about a pay per view superstar.
Yeah, of course. That's why I tell you.
You know?
That's why I tell you. That's why I say it has to be the right fighter, but it has to be at the right time, at the right moment with Floyd Mayweather. You got to understand, Floyd Mayweather's name is involved in this thing here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell
Mayweather is the pay-per-view king. I know he's not fighting on the card. Don't get me wrong, but he's involved.
He's involved,
so at the end of the day, people still is going to love to watch Mayweather because it's must-see TV. You know, so just my thing is this: the build up to the fight. We all know what makes you want to battle fight is the build up to the fight. Nobody can build up to a fight like Mayweather can build up to a fight. You know what I'm saying? So the way
agree.
you just trust and believe, he's going to have a
Especially in
plan
2018.
Exactly. He's going to have a plan involved to get that fight filled to where it's touching enough, you know what I'm saying, enough people. Now, is he going to sell 100 million pay-per-view buys? No.
No, yeah, no, but a PV, no, yeah,
you know
yeah, I know what you're
That's
saying.
not what I'm saying. He's not going to touch 100 unless you got the Canelo fight.
Yeah,
You know
a
what I'm saying?
PV
But
star
I'm
is a
just
PV.
saying,
No, a pay per view star is a pay per view star.
A pay-per-view star, exactly. So I'm just saying, like, it's just to touch the numbers, be like, you know what, people are buying the fight.
Right.
It's not a third. You know what I'm saying? It's not a third. So that's all I'm saying. So that way you can make a $15 million payday, a $12 million payday, a $20 million payday when you get to the real big fight. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to touch the Mayweather numbers, but you still become a pay-per-view.
And not only that, you could still be on his undercard too, because Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matisse was on his undercard.
On this undercard, exactly, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I do feel like Mayweather could have did it, but I'm not saying for every fighter. Now, I'm not saying he could just take any fighter and make them a pay-per-view star. But a fighter like Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence Jr. that's doing what they're doing at the moment and really whooping ass and really got eyeballs on them, you know what I mean? It's not that hard to perform. That's why De La Hoya want Earl Spence so bad, because De La Hoya knows what Earl Spence can be on pay-per-view. He know what he's looking at. He know the talent. He know what's up. You know what I mean? He know it. A nice looking kid, strong, talk good, know how to speak. It's not that hard to promote that. You know what I mean?
So let me
put the right promoter on the side of him, it can blow up on wonders. Earl Spence want to be his own promoter, which I don't knock the kid. He believes in himself. He's taking the chance on himself. But I'm just saying what I see from outside looking in, but I know that can happen. You know what I mean? And that's my thoughts on that one. I know we wasted enough time on this one, but that's my thoughts on that one. I feel like he can do the same thing with Terrence Crawford. because of their skill level and who they are. And Terrence Crawford got his city behind him already.
Let me
So
say,
Earl hasn't fought in Dallas yet. Terrence Crawford fought in Nebraska X amount of time and sold out that place so many times. So he has something to bank on with Terrence Crawford at the moment. So go ahead, loved one.
no, I was just gonna ask you a question rebutting your statements. Do you think that Terrence Crawford is with Bob Arum, but not Terrence Crawford. I mean Errol Spence is
Terrence
by him.
Crawford is with Bob Arum.
No,
Yes,
no, no,
Bob
no, no,
Arum.
no, no, no. I meant no. I asked it the wrong way. Errol Spence
Okay,
is
go
by
ahead.
himself, but do you think Terrence
Right.
Crawford can be a pay-per-view star without Mayweather?
Listen, I feel like Bob Arum could get Terrence Crawford a pay-per-view fight if he get the Pacquiao fight. So Bob Arum, and I'm gonna keep it real, Bob Arum don't know how to promote black fighters. Look at right now, Bob Arum got a whole plan for Lomachenko. He don't have a plan for Terrence Crawford like he do for Lomachenko. Bob Arum have a whole plan for Michael Collins. He don't have a plan for Shakur Stevenson like he do for Michael Collins. These are facts. These are real facts. This is
And
not
it's
me
not,
playing no
and
race
you
card
know
or
what?
nothing
And
like
no,
that.
no,
I don't
this,
want
no,
nobody
this,
to think I'm playing a race
no,
card.
no, 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 no,
These
no,
are
no, no,
facts.
no, 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 Monty. No, I have to agree with you because it's not only Terrence Crawford we talking about. It's the same shit with Timothy Bradley. Terrence Crawford.
Exactly.
I mean, only way Timothy Bradley was in the pay-per-view fight was with Manny Pacquiao. But even if Terrence Crawford fight Manny Pacquiao, it'll be a pay-per-view fight.
It'll be a pay-per-view fight
It,
because of Manny Pacquiao.
exactly.
He's not doing it because of Terrence Crawford. You know
No,
what I
this ain't
mean?
no
Don't
this
get
ain't
me
no
wrong.
black.
Terrence Crawford had a pay-per-view. Look, Terrence Crawford had a pay-per-view fight with Victor Poster. I bought that fight. You know what I mean?
I didn't know
But
I
it
was
didn't
here.
really
I
do.
didn't even
You
know
know,
that
it
was
didn't
here
really
review.
do that good. Yeah, I bought that fight. Victor Poster, but it didn't really do numbers like they thought. You know.
Right.
But all I'm saying is, I don't think he can promote. It was. He can't build it up like Mayweather. Like Mayweather told him he was on the top rank. He told Bob, get into the hip hop community. Get into this. Do this. He said Bob won't do none of those things. You want to know why? Because Bob was so invested into De La Hoya. He wanted De La Hoya to be that cash cow because he had De La Hoya on the road. That's why Mayweather had to get some money because he said he had me. I was the best thing he had smoking, but he put everything into De La Hoya.
Facts.
And just like Terrence Crawford and Lomachenko, he put everything into Lomachenko. Just like the Olympic kids that's the future superstars, Michael Collins and Shakur Stevens, he put everything into Michael Collins. This is not a race for everybody. I love all my people. I love all three of the fighters I just named. I love De La Hoya, who I played with on fight night. I love Lomachenko style. He's a hell of a retailer good for boxing. I love Michael Collins, who I watched in the Olympics.
I'm gonna
keep it. At the end of the day, Bob cannot promote black fighters like you do white fighters. That's just facts.
Are Asian fighters because he's done a very good job of Manny Pacquiao. So,
but you,
but no, 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 I'm with you. I really don't. And this is not me and Monty taking no shade away from Bob Arum. Bob Arum is a good promoter, you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, he has put on some good fights before. But let's look at the history of Bob Arum, y'all. Bob Arum, when it comes down to black fighters, it's like he don't have name me one black fighter that Bob Arum has promoted that he has turned into a pay-per-view superstar. I'll wait. But you have some people that will say Floyd Mayweather though, money. I ain't gonna front. But
no, I'm gonna say Mayweather. I'm gonna say Mayweather. He did turn Mayweather to a pay-per-view star. He did that. I don't take that away from him, but he did turn Mayweather to the mega.
but Mayweather was a big he put a big part in that too though.
Yeah,
It's not like he didn't Mayweather. Yeah, go ahead.
Turn Mayweather into the mega star that he is today. Mayweather had to get from up under him because he kept Mayweather in the shadow under De La Hoya. That's why Mayweather had to get away. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he wanted. Like you said, he went to Bob Arum with a plan. Bob Arum didn't follow the plan, so he had to go. You know, so with the black man Al Heyman, he made shit happen. Regardless of what y'all say, these are facts. This is not a race.
This is not a race car. It's just a motherfucking fact. I mean, we respect Bob Arum as a promoter. It's just real. It's real.
But we're gonna keep this on Mayweather and the kids. They can turn into superstars. We're gonna get ready to move on though, because we've been on this subject for a minute. But I do feel like Mayweather can make Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford into pay-per-view stars. Those are Monty Brown opinions. That's what I think. Y'all can have your own opinions. I don't question y'all on what y'all say. It's just what I believe. What's on you, loved one?
I basically said what I had to say. I really feel that when it comes down to a pay per view superstar, I feel that Mayweather could get them in some pay per view fights. But to be a pay per view superstar, man, it's like damn, that means when you think of a pay per view superstar, that means every fight that you have is pay per view. Every fight
I believe Mayweather can do it because, like I say, I believe Mayweather can make the right fights happen for them.
I know, I agree, but every fight they're in is a pay-per-view match, though.
I believe Mayweather can do it. I believe Mayweather can make them you superstars on every fight they have because of the Mayweather name. I believe Mayweather can do it for them because Mayweather has checkmate the boxing game, and you have the right fighter to do it with. That's my opinion.
I
That's
definitely
what I believe.
no, I know, I definitely agree it's possible, and I swear to God, money, I really think that Mayweather will have Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence with a lot of pay-per-view fights, but to make him just a permanent pay-per-view star is like I think that's a different story. But
That's your opinion. That's
yeah,
my opinion.
it's just a different
Move on.
opinion. But we gotta keep the train rolling. But I was gonna say one more thing, y'all. You guys have to remember, and this is a big haymaker that we forgot to say, money. When you beat one of Mayweather's fighters, it's kind of like beating Mayweather. Not it's not. We all know it's not beating Mayweather, but we discussed this before. When Mayweather was promoting Adrian Broner as his little brother, when Maidana beat Adrian Broner, it kind of felt like, goddamn, this motherfucker, like he didn't literally beat Mayweather, but he beat one of Mayweather's peoples. So people will be in tune when they know Mayweather's fighters is on the line because people want to see Mayweather lose. As long as well,
I felt that. I
it,
felt that too. I felt that when he beat him, I did feel like, dang, this motherfucker.
yeah,
It's kind of like, and that's what people was waiting on. That's why everybody was looking to see his big brother go come and rescue little brother. Big brother came and rescue little brother.
exactly. So that's like when you if Mayweather sign if you sign to Mayweather or if Mayweather promotes you, people gonna want to see you lose. That's a fact, and that brings more revenue and more money to the table. That's all I want to bring. That's all I want to say about it.
And more eyeballs as well.
Yeah, more eyeballs as well.
And more asses in the seats as well.
Way more asses in way more asses in the
All right.
seat.
All right, let's keep that train rolling though, little more.
And with that being said, me and Money killed that one. Let's just keep the train rolling. All right, Money, what you think about Ortiz versus David Alexander? Let's just make this one quick because we spent 22 minutes on that one, Money.
No, you spent 22, but let's keep like this. Uh, that's a fight that like I say, I dropped my video on there. Like I say, go to Money Brown TV and listen to my thoughts on that fight. But at the end of the day, it's a fight that should have happened way back when they was at 140 when they was some hot things smoking. Now, I mean, this is a good fight, man. Don't let people convince y'all that this is not a good fight because Victor Ortiz, they gonna say, oh, Victor Ortiz is a quitter. This, that, and third. All right, we know that. But I'm gonna ask y'all the same question. When have y'all seen when have y'all seen Victor Ortiz in a foreign fight? Whether he was knocking somebody out or he was getting knocked out. No, when have y'all seen Devin Alexander in a foreign fight? Boys like to say, ha ha ha. So was either somebody getting caught or it is what it is. But the thing about this fight is, this is a crossroad fight for both of these fighters. You know, the winner of this fight is going to catapult themselves into a championship contender to put themselves back on that level of fighting for a belt. The loser will take a step back. You know what I mean? But they know each other. They both are southpaws. They came up in the same era. They both are former champions. They both still got speed and pop. You know what I mean? They both been through adversity. They both took losses. So they know what this is. They know what type of fight this is for the both. And it's a good fight. Um, Everybody know I'm from St. Louis. Devin Alexander is my St. Louis brother. I know Devin Alexander personally, but that's not why I'm picking him. I'm picking Devin Alexander to win this fight. I just feel like his heart is in boxing more than Victor Ortiz. I do feel like Big Heart is back a little bit. You know what I mean? Big is training. He made over Robert Garcia. So he's loving boxing again. Partially, I can say. But Devin is back on a mission. He got himself together from the drug addiction that he had. He came back off a spectacular performance against a solid little opponent. I ain't gonna say a top level, but a solid opponent that was strong. Devin dropped him. He left it short. Victor Ortiz coming off the win. So that's making both of them come off the win. They got confidence and momentum. It's gonna be a good fight. Big dude got pop and speed, like I said. But I just feel like Devin got the better chin. I feel like Devin got he got more investment to what he want to do in boxing. For Victor Ortiz got Hollywood and things like that. So I feel like Devin is more investment to boxing at the moment to make a comeback and make a statement. And I feel like Devin to win unanimous decision. What's your thought, little one?
I mean, I ain't going front with you, money. I think that Victor Ortiz was on some Hollywood shit, but I think he got a Hollywood check when he been getting knocked out in his past few fights. And not only that, Victor Ortiz didn't have. He just had a son recently. This is first. This is his first child. So when people have a child, you know, when you it's just especially when it's your first time, money. Your first time having a child, you motivated. You know you trying to show up to the world that you know I just had a son. I'm super motivated now, and you know I just had my first kid, so I'm gonna be a different person now. But at the end of the day, I think reality will set in on fight night, and Victor Ortiz will realize that it's a lot of people out here with 10, 20 kids and still done got their ass whipped in the fight in the boxing match before. And Victor Ortiz, he's going to realize that. Not to mention is David Alexander, he knows how to win, man. A lot of y'all want to bash David Alexander like he don't know how to fucking win. He knows how to win. And not only that, David Alexander has a solid chin. I mean, think about it. He faced Sean Porter. I know you know, Monty. I'm just talking to the people. He
Yeah,
faced
no
Sean.
doubt.
Yeah, Sean Porter, Lucas Matisse, and he Maidana. And not only that,
Coach Telnick.
Yeah, Kotelnik. And not only that, he faced these
Randall Bailey.
Randall
Was the winner
Bailey.
before he won the IBF belt from him. He
Oh,
knocked out Mike Jones in the last round to win his belt.
yeah. No, we all know Randall Bailey his hard as a motherfucker. When he knocked out Mike Jones, nigga, I was picking Mike Jones. I was like, God damn.
I picked Mike Jones too, and Mike Jones was winning, so Randall Bailey
He
knocked
was
his ass out.
dominating.
Keep it on Dale Alexander, though. Keep it on.
Yeah. Good look at him, Mike. Keep me on track because that knockout that have they go off guard. But I was gonna say the Devin Alexander fight. I mean, the Devin Alexander Randall Bailey is showing me his chin. Lucas Matisse showed me his chin. Not only that, it's not like Devin Alexander played a good boxing match or he played it safe to the point that he never got hit. No, Devin Alexander was getting cracked by these punchers and he didn't go down. So you guys have to take that into serious consideration. And you trying to tell me, yeah, Matisse, yes, Victor Ortiz hits harder. Not harder. Not Lucas Matisse. Victor Ortiz hits hard, but Devin Alexander has a solid chin. Devin Alexander can box. My only thing with Devin Alexander, he might not have the best punching power in the world, but in my personal opinion, I think Devin Alexander could definitely outbox Victor Ortiz. Facts.
I mean, got Dale Alexander for the win.
I got Devin Alexander. And Cal Bond talk, make sure you have that 50 when it's over.
Okay, we both got Devin Alexander. Keep that train rolling.
And that's what I put it. Well, I was gonna ask you, Money. What do you got? What do you got? You got stoppage? Do you got
No, I got unanimous decision. I got definitely unanimous decision.
But don't you think that the cards is low key in Victor Ortiz's favor because he is like a fucking the bigger fighter to me.
I got Devin Alexander. Unanimous decision. I don't think the cards are the same. You know, they had pass out Texas. I know they fight, but in Michigan, I just feel like Devin looked sharp in that last thing. I feel like Devin is on a mission. Because, like you say, I feel like Devin is a better boxer than Victor Ortiz.
He is.
I feel like Victor Ortiz, if he try to come in with that bouncing shit, I know you said Devin don't got pop, but he just showed that he can put somebody down that was a strong person to put down his last fight.
Exactly.
I just feel like Victor Ortiz.
Oh no, I didn't say not no pop.
But I got Devin unanimous decision. What you got, little one? We keep this train rolling.
Yeah, I got Devin. Same shit. Unanimous decision or possibly stoppage. Possibly stoppage. It's possible. But with that being said, me and Monty both got Devin, and let's just keep the train rolling while we still ahead. Okay, Monty, what you think about this Andre Darrell versus I can never pronounce his name. Opa 2?
Man, I fucking want to see how you pronounce my guy's name. But if y'all know Andre Darrell, look him up. His last fight, he had fought a guy. They were having a good fight, catching each other. It was a solid fight. But the guy hit Andre Darrell after the bell. Andre Darrell, he couldn't continue. So, this is the second time it's happened to Andre Darrell. And Andre Darrell's uncle jumped in the ring. And, he's Andre Darrell's trainer. He ended up punching the guy in the jaw, trying to knock him out. He did knock him out, but he did catch him. But I think he's incarcerated right now off of that, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he is too.
Yeah, so they have the rematch now. It was for a belt. You know what I mean? Not the big belt, but it was Man, what's the name of the belt, little one?
Yeah,
It's one
I'm
of
not sure the name
belts.
of the belt neither, but it's an official belt.
Yeah, it's an official belt, but it's leading up for the fight. It's like a belt to be a mandatory. I know it's a WBA, but it's like a mandatory belt to the belt. So
Yeah.
they having a rematch now though. I feel like this gonna be a good solid fight. The last fight, I'm not gonna lie, man. Dude dropped Andre Durrell. Even though Andre Durrell last, I'm sorry we can't pronounce his name, man. This is bad. But he was on
They
Andre
watching
Durrell
it right
last,
now,
man.
money.
He dropped him. Yeah, we know him. I just can't get his name.
No,
But
it's all Kagina, all Kidal.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember.
But all I
It's
know,
a
man.
hard name to pronounce.
Yeah, he dropped Darrell. Darrell was boxing good. Darrell got a problem with standing straight up, man. Like, he get the boxing, but when he down low and he's switching up his height, man, he look amazing. But when he's standing straight up, man, it just look like he's getting a little lazy with the lazy jab. He always get caught and dropped. And that's
Right.
what the dude's taking advantage of. And it was kind of even, man. The fight was kind of even. I think I had Darrell up by a round or two, but it could have been swing rounds. Nowhere could have been even, or the other guy could have been up a round or two. That's what type of fight it was, man. But this fight, I feel like it's gonna be a good fight. I feel like the Red gonna come after facing him. He know what he up against, so he know you can't play with this guy because he got that pop. You know what I mean? I feel like the Red gonna have to keep his tight switched up. So have to have his defense on point, and he'll have to go in there and not try to knock this guy out, but try to wear him down, and then release the arsenal in the second half of the fight. And then I think he'll get better results. But I am gonna go with Andre Durrell in this fight, and I'm gonna say split decision because the guy can fight, man. I'm gonna go split decision, Andre Durrell. What you got, little one?
I'm feeling that prediction. I'm feeling that prediction. But let me tell you guys this: when I first watched this fight live, I thought Darrell was up by a few points. But as I'm sitting here watching this fight back, it seems to me like Darrell is low key getting his ass beat. And I don't get it twisted, y'all, because I kind of thought that as the fight was going on. I'm like, okay, I'm like Darrell, and the reason I'm saying that is because I'm looking at Darrell at this opponent that's facing Darrell. Like Darrell. This is supposed to be easy work. Darrell's supposed to be outclassing this dude easy work, but he came in the fight and he's giving Darrell problems. Like, and then you guys have to take into consideration that he was inactive when this fight happened. He ain't fought in a while when this fight happened, so it's not like Darrell was. It's not, in my opinion. I don't think it was 100% Andre Darrell. Not making no excuses, people. Not to mention, I am a big Andre Darrell fan as well, so I could be a little biased, y'all, but I'm not. I'm telling y'all the truth because if I was 100% biased, I would be telling you guys I thought Darrell was dominating the first fight. No, I admit Darrell was having trouble in the first fight. He got dropped. If I'm not mistaken, Maya, I think he got dropped a couple of times. But
I don't know. I just remember one.
yeah, yeah. But okay, if it was one, it was one drop, and I think he got hurt throughout the fight. But with that being said, I feel like Darrell was still winning the fight, but it was barely. So with that being said, I feel like if the rematch happened, I'm definitely going with Andre Darrell. Not to mention, I'm not gonna even lie to you, money. I could be biased because I see a lot of potential in Andre Darrell. I thought he got robbed against Carl Froch. I thought it in. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. I thought the man got robbed against James DeGale. I thought he beat James DeGale. But in my personal opinion, I could be biased because I'm a big Andre Darrell fan because he got so much
No,
fucking
I
potential.
had a cut back in James again. I had him beat Mark Mark
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. People act like it's just me. People act like it's just me. I thought he
Yeah,
beat. Yeah,
he came back. He came back and won. And I'm not being biased at all. I had him winning by 2 points. I had him beat James Gill by
yeah.
2 points.
Me too. I thought he came back strong, and he also told James DeGale, "You don't got more heart than me," and I truly
Yeah,
believe that. But with that
yeah.
being said, I'm just sticking to the task at hand. To the task at hand. At the excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. The task at hand. I got Andre Darrell in this fight. I can see what Monty is going with by split decision or maybe even unanimous decision. But
Unanimous.
yeah,
Right.
but I'm gonna go by split this.
Majority or something.
Yeah, by majority. But I'm gonna go with split decision, being that this guy is coming in this fight and he's gonna be hungry.
Yeah,
He,
and I'm
he
gonna respect him because that last fight he was fighting his
He
ass
was
off.
fighting his ass off. Exactly. So, that being said, me and my guy Monty got Andre Darrell by a split decision, but we could both see majority decision. We won't be surprised, but we leaning with Andre.
Yeah.
But Monty, these highlights is looking crazy for Andre Darrell. You.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude was on his ass for the fight, man. That was him. But the real though, he was fighting his way back. He had to fight his way back.
Oh
He
yeah.
did fight his way back. You know what? I think he dropped him twice in one round. I think you're right, bro.
Yeah.
I think he dropped him twice in one round. Where he's down like 2 rounds in the I think that's what happened. But he fought his way back. He fought his way back to me.
But that just
So he
made.
got the box in his ass and looking good.
Yeah, he came back strong. Andre Darrell came back strong, but and let me tell you guys this. This just made me more excited about seeing the rematch. But I know this is kind of off title money, but this is just quick. I know you can answer this
Yeah,
quick
let's
and
make it
easy.
quick. Keep this train.
Just quick and easy.
Rolling.
Do you think do you think Andre Darrell quit against fucking Arthur Abraham? Yay or nay? We're gonna let it go.
To be real with you, I can't tell a lie. Yes, man.
That's why I fucking money to cue the buck every day.
Yes.
And I let you know, ain't no color involved as well, nigga, because listen.
Yeah, I do believe when he hit him, I don't even want to get to it yet.
Money, we gonna save for another radio call.
Yeah.
I respect your honesty, though, money. I swear to God, I'll fuck with you. But at the end of the day, I seen it too. But with that being said, let's keep the train rolling. Okay, Monty, what you think about Pacquiao facing Horn, the winner of Horn and Crawford? And not only that.
Hold on, wait a minute. What you mean facing Horn? It's the winner of Horn and
No,
Crawford.
yeah, that's what I said. I said Pacquiao facing the winner.
Yeah, Horn first. That's all.
Yeah, and then not only that, Horn is getting his way in the negotiations right now by fighting the Australia.
My thoughts on that is I've been waiting to see will that fight happen. I'm sorry, y'all know I might sound low. One second.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hold on.
It's all good. Y'all know Love One on Edit shit. Subscribe to your boy Monty Brown TV and Love on the A1.
My bad. I had an issue and my earpiece fell out. But with that being said, y'all, I feel like the winner of Horn versus Pacquiao, the winner of Crawford and Horn versus Pacquiao, I feel like that's a great move, man. I do feel like if Horn win, I do feel like Pacquiao deserves a rematch. If Crawford win, I do feel like Crawford deserves a fight because Crawford been trying to get that fight for a while. We all know this. You know, Pacquiao has stipulations on $20 million and things like that. But now I think with Pacquiao losing the WBO, I think that was Bob Earn plan all along was to take Pacquiao to Australia and kick him up the ass, take the belt from him, rip it off from him. Right. And I think that's what happened. I did have Pacquiao winning that fight against Jeff Horn. So I feel like it's all a plan by Bob Earn. But I do feel like if Horn wins, which I don't see, but I just feel like if Horn do win, pull it out some way, Pacquiao deserves a rematch. I believe it'll do numbers in Australia. I feel like if Crawford wins, Crawford deserves to fight against Pacquiao. I feel like that'd be one hell of a fight. I do got Crawford winning in a tough fight, but I do think Crawford got the skills to outthink Pacquiao in a switch up, but he will get hit in that fight. And Pacquiao got the power to put Charles Crawford down. But really, I don't know, because we know Crawford can get hit sometimes, and Pacquiao is a fast, hard-hitting son of a gun. So I feel like that'd be a hell of a fight, man. I think that'd be a hell of a fight for 2018, man. And I would salute Manny Pacquiao if people to take the fight with Terence Crawford. You know, because we know Freddie Roach is afraid of the fight. He already came on record and said it. That's not my trade. I mean, this is not Monty Brown word. This is Freddie Roach word. Right. You know, so I feel like if he wants to take the fight against Terence Crawford, I have so much respect for Manny Pacquiao. I do see Terence Crawford winning the fight against Jeff Horn. I do see Terence Crawford winning the fight against Manny Pacquiao. Now, with the situation going on with Jeff Horn and the venue situation where he's trying to fight in Australia, I understand it. He want to be the eighth side. I understand that he has the belt. And I understand that Terence Crawford first fight at 147, but Terence Crawford still did more than Jeff Horn in the game. I feel like they go fight, try to get that fight over in the US today. But I say this, if they was to win the venue over in Australia, I feel like it'll just be like what Earl Spence did to Kell Brook. I feel like Terence Crawford go over there and beat his ass and take the belt from him. I mean, that's just how I feel. I feel like a ring is a ring. I understand going on a scoreboard. But I do feel like Terence Terrence Crawford is more skillful than Manny Pacquiao, and I do feel like he can win rounds more clearly and make it that much more clear that he won the round that they can't fuck him. To the point of if Terrence Crawford was to beat him in a unanimous decision and they want to get the win to Jeff Horn, I feel like it'd be so wide to where you have to go to the boards and got to make a claim on that he's been robbed, and I feel like they reverse the win. But the thing about that is, even if you win and they robbed it, they reverse the win, you don't get the belt. You know what I mean? Just get the loss took it off your record, so that'd be fucked up. But I do feel like I see Crawford winning that fight, whether it's in the USA or it's in Australia. What's your thought on it, Eroll?
I mean, my thing is this: I got Terrence Crawford winning regardless of where it's at. But I'm not gonna front. I mean, what makes it more competitive is the fact that it's going to Australia. Because what that's basically telling me is, Monty, and I swear I hate playing politics. I hate politics, bro. But what that's basically telling me is all fucking Jeff Hart has to do is survive, and he could survive and maybe win 3 rounds, and fucking Jeff Horn could probably walk out of there with a decision by robbery. But
I want to say this. I'm sorry, though, cutting
go
your
ahead,
time.
go ahead.
We must remember Terrence Crawford was the first to go to the UK and rip a bet off a man before Earl Spence did. He did it with Ricky Burns. And he went to, and it was a 50 chance, if I'm not mistaken, to where I was kind of nervous. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was a 50 chance. Now, I'm not saying that these judges might play the same role as those judges, but I'm just saying, though, like, he did it before, went to someone's hometown and ripped the bet off of him. So it's a possibility that they might play it the right way, but you never know, like you say.
No, I hear you though, Monty, and that's why I don't think it's a definite. I don't think it's a definite. I mean, I'm just saying we can't be surprised if I mean, will we really be surprised?
Oh, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but you know me, like I'm the type of person, like I say, I don't play into politics. I don't do it until it happens. So only how I can look at it is, Terrence Crawford will go over there, he go put the skill work down on their ass, he go beat his ass, he go get that belt. If it was to happen like they was to rob him out of the belt, I feel like this is me. I feel like Terrence Crawford would have whipped his ass so bad to where they can't even deny
they can't
that he
even
won the
deny
fight.
it.
You know
And
what
not
I'm
only
saying?
that, I can
That's
see.
how I feel.
Not to mention. Yeah, and not to
I
mention.
don't put the steroids and the judges into this type of thing. That's just
yeah,
me. But don't do your thing.
No, I understand all that, and plus it don't even matter because I can see Terrence Crawford stopping Jeff Horn. But I'm just letting you guys know at the end of the day,
that's
like.
A big one right there.
No, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I can literally see Terrence Crawford stopping Jeff Horn. I can really see that.
He had better punch places than Manny Pacquiao. I say
And he's
younger.
Like
Manny Pacquiao, yeah, younger. I feel like Manny Pacquiao could have stopped Jeff Horn. I feel like the referee just gave him a chance. But that ninth round, man, that was a brutal ass ninth round, Manny Pacquiao Horn. But Horn could take an ass whooping. So, like you say, we'll see though. Go ahead, it's your turn.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, and Jeff Horn, he did survive, but that was an older man Pacquiao. But I ain't gonna even lie to you guys. I thought Jeff Horn won that fight, but I'm not mad at anybody who thought Pacquiao won that fight. I'm not mad at y'all, but that's
I had Pacquiao winning big time.
Yeah, I don't know about big time, Monty, but no, we're gonna say that for another radio call.
I had to win the big time, but I can understand what you're saying too about Terrence Crawford stopping because you got to think about it. That was a younger Manny Pacquiao with Jeff Horn really survived that fight. So you got to think about it. This is a younger.
No, I don't think he would have survived against a younger Manny Pacquiao.
And that's your point. Like it's the younger Terrence Crawford, like you say, he's younger. So this Terrence Crawford really got that pop.
Exactly.
Really got that grit. And really got them guts enough to say, "Come on, motherfucker, because you don't scare me."
You know and not only that, he's.
And we got to
go ahead.
Manny Pacquiao had a lot on his shoulder being the senator over in this country. So, you know what I mean? And everything played the point when he had things going on with Bob Arum, like, y'all got me going over here. And this is it. So, Manny Pacquiao had a lot on his shoulder. I don't think Terrence Crawford carried all those things on his shoulder. I think Terrence Crawford carried on his shoulder is that scrap that he's going to be leaving with that night. You get me?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I want to tell you this, Monty. And I know this is hard to believe, but could Terrence Crawford just feel like, you know what? And that's why I feel like it might be a good thing by Terrence Crawford going to Australia, because if he goes to Australia, he's going to be looking.
And it take a lot of pressure off him and put more pressure on Jeff Horn because
That's
he
what
has
I'm.
to
Yeah,
run his
because
fame.
you gotta win. But I really do feel like because I swear I don't see how Terrence Crawford. I mean I don't see it. Yeah, I could say it that way. I don't see how Terrence Crawford could lose to Jeff Horn. But I feel like you don't think by any means necessary that he could be overlooking Jeff Horn just a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you this: if Terrence Crawford didn't overlook Julius Adango, he damn should not be to overlook Jeff Horn. One thing about Terrence Crawford is he's a hell of a worker, but he has the right team around him to not let him overlook nobody. Terrence
Right.
Crawford is not gonna overlook nobody, bro. They already say he's the champion. You gotta respect him as a champion, especially after what happened with the Pacquiao fight. You know what I mean? So Terrence Crawford gonna turn his ass off to go in there and make this a one-sided fight, and to keep making these fighters look ordinary. You can't overlook a fighter and make them look ordinary if you overlook them. Remember that, love, because if you take him serious, like he's the number one guy in boxing, the pound for pound king, you'll work your ass off to go in there and make him look like a nobody. So that's why Terrence Crawford makes these fighters look like they look because he look at all these fighters as the number one pound for pound king and he's going in there trying to take something. And he do what he do in the ring, man. The man that's a killer. Like you said, it ain't gonna be no different over in Australia. But I just feel like the fight still might prevail in the US of A. But if it do happen in Australia, like I say, man, he did it before he went over to the UK and whooped Ricky Burns' ass, took the belt. I feel like he'd do it over in Australia. That's my thoughts on that. But you got love to keep the train rolling.
We gotta keep the train rolling because we're 45 minutes, but this shit been so interesting. I'm just gonna say one more thing. It's gonna take me 30 seconds.
Come on, let's get it.
Just 20 seconds, man. Just 20 seconds. I got Terrence Crawford beating Jeff Horn. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they fighting in fucking China. I don't give a fuck where they fight at. I got Terrence Crawford winning this fight, y'all. But one thing I will say is I'm not sleeping on Jeff Horn, and I really want to see Terrence Crawford fight Manny Pacquiao because that would be the hardest style he faced up to date. All right, Monty. Let's keep the train rolling. That being said, me and my boy Monty both got Terrence Crawford. Let's keep the train rolling because we have to. We're 46 minutes in. All right, Monty. Lucas Matisse, can he dominate? I mean, him being at 147 is scary. And let me just go ahead and first on this, Monty, because I really do feel like Lucas Matisse could be dangerous at 147. And even though I don't see him beating my guy Errol Spence, I don't see him beating my guy um, he might give he might give Keith Thurman problems. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He might get Keith Thurman problems because Lucas Matisse can go to the body on Keith. That's a whole other radio call. I'm trying to keep the train rolling. But can he be a real threat at 147? That's a good one, man, because there's so many hungry lions at 147. I can see Terrence Crawford beating him, but he might get Terrence Crawford. He might get Terrence Crawford problems. We never know. But I could definitely see Crawford beating him. But I ain't gonna even lie to you. I could see him beating Danny Garcia. Not don't get it twisted. I would pick Danny Garcia in a rematch, but I could see him beating Danny Garcia. But can he really be a force to be reckoned with at 147? In loved one's personal opinion, as long as he's after Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, I would say yes, Money. What's your take on it?
My take would be quick on it. I feel like Lucas Matisse is a dangerous fighter at the 147 division, but I do feel like he, in his last stage of his career, along with the Benny Garcias and the Victor Ortizes, but like you said, I feel like he can give Danny Garcia a go, but I still might pick Benny over. I feel
Right.
like Keith Thurman, he could probably get Keith Thurman to go, but I still pick Keith Thurman over. Could he get Sean Porter a good fight? I believe he could get
Ooh,
Sean
that's
Porter a
that's a
good
good
fight,
fight. That's a good fight.
but I still pick Sean Porter. I pick Terrence Crawford to outskill him, and I might pick Earl Spence to stop him because of the pace. But just to be clear, I do believe if Lucas Matisse get past his get his 38 win that's coming up next week, I do feel like he can get a fight with any of them people, and I feel like he'll make it interesting. But I don't gotta win it. But yes, it could be a threat, man, because Lucas got real power, and that power is for real, and he ain't afraid of nobody. So one thing you can't count out them entertainers. But I do, because you had Diego Chavez that was a strong motherfucker. You had Motherfucker Madonna that was strong, and Lucas Matisse that is strong. But I do think all the top guys can beat Lucas Matisse at
Oh, oh, oh,
147.
oh, me, oh,
But
oh,
he could get them a run for their money, and that's my pick on it.
me too, money. One more question. We're gonna keep the train rolling. Could Matisse be a top five welterweight?
Could he be a top five welterweight?
Yeah, today.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think he. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah too, but he will have to be number five. With that, with that being said, okay, me and Monty not sleeping on Lucas Matisse. Yes, he can be a force to be reckoned with. With that being said, we are 50 minutes in. Let's keep this motherfucking train rolling. Okay, and this is real shit. Do the smaller weight class basically can the smaller weight classes, Monty? Cause we was talking about this earlier. It just wasn't on air.
Yeah.
Can a smaller weight class
They
basically?
deserve more respect.
Yeah, this,
They
yeah.
deserve more respect.
Can they be a
Yeah,
force to be reckoned with?
yes,
Cause
they should be supposed to be reckoned with, man. I feel like this. Um, we usually stop at featherweight going up, where everybody really pay attention to the featherweight class on up to the heavyweight. I mean, but I think on the featherweight on down, like the junior featherweight, the bantamweight, the super flyweight, the strawweight fighters, I feel like these fighters do need more, spotlight shine on them, man. I was looking at a press conference today, and man, I'm sorry I'm bad with names, but I will make a video on this. But it's the guy that knocked out my guy Chocolatito, and he's about to have a fight with another strong guy. And it's going under the radar because of the big fight that's going on. But this is a big fight in itself. This guy beat Chocolatito twice. Not once, twice.
yeah,
Some people had Chocolatito winning. I had Chocolatito win the first one. The second one, you can't deny him. He came and knocked him out, man. Chocolatito is a Hall of Fame fighter. You know what I mean? And, man, I'm sorry. We
it's all
talk too
good.
much
It's all
about
good.
y'all. We forget names. But these guys, man, deserve more recognition, man. More recognition. There's one guy down there, man, Floyd. He fought Chocolatito. He's about to win. He fights to win his fifth title, everybody. And he's not even been talked about. Like, that is Hall of Fame statue type things. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
y'all gotta put
we
more
got to pay
respect on
these
his
guys.
name.
Right, we got to pay these people more attention, man. The smaller weight
Facts.
classes, and I'm going to myself pay them more attention because I love the smaller weight classes myself. But somehow I do get away from it myself because there's so much going on. But these guys are Hall of Fame fighters down there. I thought that somebody got a little one attention, like little one. I just watched this guy's press conference, man, and these my fighters, and I love them. I'm not even talking about that's the best support, but we had to get there to show them love, man, because we love boxing. We love the women boxing, and we damn sure love the smaller weight class. They deserve
Facts.
just as much as spotlight as the heavyweights. You hear what I mean? Because they
Facts.
fight their ass off, and they're great fighters. They become the Hall of Fame fighters. And I promise, starting today, to show them more respect and get them the right respect that they deserve. And I will be talking about that more because I do know about them. Y'all might not know about them, but I'm going to bring them to y'all attention, and we're going to keep this train rolling. But we're going to let y'all know about these smaller fighters. That's great fights. Because one thing we love is the blood and guts of boxing. And sometimes all the blood and guts fights be the smaller
The
fighters.
smaller fighters. Hell yeah.
Throwing 100 punches
Some of the
around, shit
best
like
fucking
that.
fights.
Some of the fights, man, and
Some
you
of the
got to show
best
these,
fights.
yeah, you got to show these fighters more love, man, because they put their life on the line, just like the heavyweights on down to the featherweights. That's my take on that. What you got, little one?
Oh, I totally agree with you 100%. I really do feel like the smaller weight classes need more love than they do get. Because a lot of people, when they talk about boxing, they want to skip past to welterweight. And it kills me if you're a real boxing fan because I'll be like, damn. So you're not gonna talk about Nonita Donaire. You're not gonna talk about Carl Frampton. You're not gonna talk about fucking Nicholas Waters. I mean fucking what's my boy Gary Russell. And
Yeah, Scott Queen. I mean, they all down there. Leo Santa Cruz.
exactly Leo Santa Cruz. So I'll be like, damn. It shows me how much are a real boxing fan when you could talk about that weight class. But that's not here nor there. My thing is, I really do feel like it needs more recognition when it comes down to the lower weight class because that's boxing, and like we discussed before, Monty, some of the biggest fights come, some of the best fights come at that weight class. I'm talking about the fights where it has your eyes glued to the TV. But in my personal opinion, I really do feel like we need to give the smaller weight class way more respect. It seemed like every time, even when we do radio calls, money, it seemed like the main thing we talk about is 147 and above. Don't get
Yeah,
it twisted, money. We discuss it every now and then, but I think we should discuss it a little more
a lot more.
and a
I'm
lot.
that same way.
Yeah, and that's just my opinion. Monty gave his opinion. Let's just roast this main event because we 54, and it's a cold main event for you motherfuckers. It's a cold one. Do
Let's
fight?
get it.
Do fighters need promoters to be popular? Me or you?
Take the new fighters.
To be, yeah, popular pay-per-view fighters. Good looking, money.
Uh, my thing is
You or
this.
me?
I go first. I go first. I think it over.
Go ahead.
Um, I feel like Floyd Mayweather kind of monopolized the game. You know, you have that one special fighter that come along every now and then that can change the whole structure, of a business. And I feel like Floyd Mayweather did that, man. I feel like Mayweather came out and he became his own boss. He promoted himself in a hell of a way because he was very outspoken. But and we must remember this too, everyone. Mayweather had an era where it was so many Hall of Fame fighters. I mean, you had Carrabba, you had Castillo, you had Baltimore. I ain't saying these fighters are Hall of Fame, but then we get the Hall of Fame fighters like Shane Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya, and I said Carrabba's right, Oscar De La Hoya,
Of course.
and you got top 40 fighters like that, like great fighters. Shane Bay Mitchell, like you have fighters, Emmanuel Augustus, like you have fighters that you can build up. Angel Manfredi, so it's like, and I know y'all probably know these names, but I'm just letting y'all know the fighters that he had that he can make a name off of, and then not only beat those fighters, coming to the next era with the Devin Alexanders and the Andre Bertos and the Victor Ortizes and the Champ Bradley. Not saying he fought these fighters, but this era, you know what I mean? And the Robert Guerrero, and then going to the next era of the Canelo Alvarez and the Earl Spences and the Terrence Crawford. Not saying he fought these fighters,
But it's
but
just
these
different
eras
eras.
fight in. You know what I mean? So it's like how he vamped the game like that. Those fighters come around once in a lifetime, maybe once every 20 to 25 years. So everyone's not going to be a Mayweather, but this is what I'm saying. Mayweather came and promoted himself to where everybody saw him and everybody grew up watching him and seeing the moves he made in boxing to where everybody want to be Mayweather. Even though we'll say they don't want to be him, but they want to take pieces of bits from his game and implement it into their game. So where sometimes you can't do it. You know what I mean? You can't do it. So a lot of fighters want to be their own promoters, because they got Al Haymon under them. But everybody can't do the same. It's not going to take the same blueprint they would have took. You can't halfway do something and expect it to be the same as the next man. You know what I mean? So I just feel like this. It's okay to have a promoter because fighters been doing it from the beginning of time. You have these special fighters that can come out and talk that shit and promote themselves. Adrian Broner, he's able to do it because Adrian Broner talking shit and Adrian Broner into different other things. Adrian Broner doing music videos and he got about being promotion, but he got fighters. But the thing is, Adrian Broner is relative. I mean, damn, I can't just get the name. But, he's out there and man, I can't even get the word. But he's in a view. I mean, he's in a public eye every day, all day with social media.
Right.
He's doing things that make you want to see him. He's showing a lot of money. He's saying things. He's dropping videos. He's touching arms with rappers and things like this. He's at basketball games doing things. So it makes you want to see him. That way he can do it and he's talking. Certain fighters that's not doing that is not going to be able to do the same thing. And some fighters need promoters. It's just what it is. It's the business of boxing. Some fighters need promoters. That's why Danny Jacobs ran to Eddie Hearn. That's why Amir Khan came back, ran to Eddie Hearn. So some fighters realize that, it comes to a point of time where you got to say, forget it, man. Put your ego to the
Put the
side
ego
and
to the
think about
side,
the
yeah.
business side. You know what I'm saying? And just think about what his promoter can take you to. Of course he's going to take 10% of that money. All right, that's his job. But he's going to do his best to promote you and get you the best fight and even get you the TV fights that you want. You know what I mean? So I just feel like some fighters do need promoters. Some fighters, everybody can't be Mayweather. Everybody can't be that. Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto made a hell of a living. They had a promoter. know what I'm saying? St. Moses made a hell of a living. He had a promoter. Everybody is not going to be able to promote themselves in this boxing business, especially nowadays. You know, when it's more politics than ever nowadays. You know, so I just feel like, yes, I feel like you do need a promoter to be big in the boxing days. If you're not talking and being outspoken and being out touching the people, you're going to need a promoter. And that's just my thoughts on that. What's yours, love?
And my thing about this is, I feel like, okay, to be a pay per view star in boxing nowadays, I'm not saying it's impossible to do it, but you do kind of need a promoter, at least to start off. Now, you could probably indulge with a promoter, be a pay per view star. Then once your contract is up, you can kind of leave them alone and do your own thing. But at least for them to get you started on that path, I feel like, I'm not gonna say you need it, but you should want to have a promoter. But at the end of the day, it's like, and you have to think about the history of people that have been pay per view stars. Even Mayweather had a promoter. You know, it's not like everybody. It's not too many people you can think of today that's a pay per view star or even has been a pay per view star without a promoter. That's
Can I
my.
make a point, love? Can I make a point?
Go ahead, cause that was basically all I wanted to say about it.
You can look at Terrence Crawford right now, right? Terrence Crawford being promoted, right? And Terrence Crawford is the pound for pound king. He's been on pay per view and he got millions of dollars.
Right.
I can look at my guy Earl Spence. Don't get me wrong, I love Al Heyman. I never said that word about
Oh,
him.
we okay.
But Earl,
Too many good fights.
Earl probably made a billion with KO, but he's making $3 billion against Lamont. But the thing is, look at all the things Terrence Crawford did already compared to where Earl is trying to go. Even though Earl want to be his own, he'll get his own promotion company. They just like, you see what a promoter can do for you and what he can't. Now don't get me wrong, Mikey Garcia broke down a lot of shit about being having a promoter. Like Mikey Garcia said, they can be janky. Like Bob Earl had Mikey Garcia, he was ripping them off. And now Mikey Garcia promoted himself. But Mikey Garcia went through a stretch to where he had to miss out on 2 years of his career and a lot of money. But right now he's getting paid good money. But Mikey Garcia broke it down that he'll be missing out on at least $3 or $4 million that the promoter might be yanking out of, you know.
Right.
And it is what it is if you really pay attention to the business. But I just feel like at a certain point in time in your life, like Lil one say, when you start off, I do believe you need a promoter. I feel like it's up to you to be smart enough to know what the promoter is doing and to have your business straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the motherfucker rip you off, I'm not saying, but it's up to you to have the right lawyer, the right manager to know what's going on in that contract to have your business straight. You know, but I do believe promoters can take you to that next height and to that next level.
Hell
But at the
yeah.
end of the day,
Hell yeah.
that's their job is to promote you. Your job is to fight. Especially if you're not the type to know how to promote yourself and talk, you need that promoter. Go ahead, loved one.
Oh no. I saw that guy. I just wanted to make that one plain and simple. You just put the frosting on top of the cake for me. I really do feel like at the end of the day, you cannot name too many, especially pay per view stars that hasn't had a promoter. Now, I really do feel like maybe you can use a promoter to get on your feet, and then I know this might sound fucked up, but who gives a fuck? I mean,
They use boxers every day, right?
exactly. Who really gives a fuck? They use boxers all the fucking time. Exactly. So you could use a promoter to get on your feet, get yourself known, get yourself where you need to be, get yourself those $1 million, and then you can do your own thing once your contract is up. But at the end of the day, I think at some point in your career, you gotta, like my boy Monty say, you gotta put your ego aside and just fuck with the promoters.
Right. And I'm gonna say this too, love.
Go ahead.
You can't use the promoter because the promoter's job is to make sure he promotes you, but his job is to make sure he make his money back on the back end with a little bit more too.
Exactly.
So it ain't that you do for him. Like I say,
sometimes a lot of more.
Man. It's all business. All I'm gonna say is let's make sure we got your business together. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. That's my thing on that tip.
That's my thing. Yo, I think this joint been killed. We're 103 minutes in, now 104 minutes in. Anything else you want? Anything else you want to put on that?
Man, we hit the icing on the cake.
This shit was fireworks.
I just want to sign out like this. Shout out to everybody out there that listens to us, man. Shout out to everybody out there that support us. Whether you're a hater, you're a lover, you're just dipping it down, you're not subscribed. Listen anywhere, it's fire. Get you some knowledge on boxing. You know, I appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel, Money Brown TV. I'm going to still be here dropping fire for y'all, man. See y'all on the next call.
All right, this is your boy Love on the Hate One in the building with boy Monty Brown TV. Let me tell y'all this, man. We just dropped some heat for y'all, and we finna be about this bitch. At the end of the day, we just had to let you guys know, man. And we 104 minutes in with Worth the Fire.
Oh, I'm so tired of that.
I agree with lie, but we clutch as fuck. But with that being said, subscribe to Monty Brown TV. Subscribe to Love on the Hate One. And by the way, it's the latest fuck. But at the end of the day, you know we dropping that heat. But
yes, sir.
But at the end of the day, we killed this one.
Blessings to all.
That's right.